students, we are now in part 7 video. So far up to part 6, we are completed in coordinate geometry exercise 5.1 and 5.2. I hope you all understood that two exercise, isn't it? Students, maintain the classwork neatly and correctly, everything you write correct. Clear? Now in part 7, we are going to see now next exercise 5.3. That exercise is fully of equation of a straight line. So before starting that exercise, we have to know equation of a straight line in various form. So for that each form we are having some formula. So first we have to understand that formula, only then we can solve the problem. Clear? Now see the first formula. Equation of a straight line parallel to x-axis which is distance at B. They are given which is distance at B. What they were saying? See, this is our y-axis, this is our x-axis. In the question they were saying parallel to x-axis we have to draw a straight line. See, this is our x-axis. For this I am drawing the straight line which is parallel to x-axis, isn't it? So they were saying distance at B. That distance will be what? From origin to this point, the distance will be what? B. So everywhere this point is 0 comma B, yes, 1 comma B, 2 comma B, like this it will goes on, isn't it? So when it is one line is parallel to x-axis means we can say y is equal to B. Clear? Now we'll see this again. Equation of a straight line parallel to y-axis. See here x-axis we have seen. Now the same we are going to see for y-axis. Okay. Now this is our y-axis. For this y-axis I have drawn one parallel line. Okay. Which is distance at C. From here, from origin to this point, the distance will be what? C. We are denoting. So, if you see here C comma 1, C comma 2, C comma 3, it will goes on. In the middle, C comma 0, then C comma minus 1, C comma minus 2, like this it goes on. Here, for this, when equation of a straight line parallel to y-axis means x equal to C, parallel to x-axis means y equal to B. This is our formula. Based on the two concepts in exercise 5.3, we will do in the problems. Clear? Now third formula is slope-intercept form. One slope and y-intercept if they are given in the question, you are going to apply y equal to mx plus c, that formula. Clear? When will you apply this formula? When one slope means what? M value if they are given, and y-intercept will denote it by c. Okay, slope m and y-intercepts if they are given means immediately you have to think y equal to mx plus c. Clear? Now the fourth one is point slope form, which means one point, one slope. One point means what? x1 comma y1. One slope means what? Slope means what? M. One point and m value if they are given. What is the formula for that? Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Clear? When we do in the problem, you will be able to understand very easily. Clear, students? Next, still we are having three formulas. We will see that now. This is our next fifth formula. See, equation of a line if 2 points are given. Okay, what are the points? x1, y1, x2, y2. If they are given 2 points and they were asking us to frame the equation means what formula will you use now? Y minus y1 divided by y2 minus y1 equal to x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x1. This formula you have to use when 2 points given and they were asking us to frame the straight line equation means this formula you are going to apply. Clear? Next one is intercept form. What is mean by this intercept? Intercept means we are having two intercepts. Intercepts. In question itself they have given some intercepts. x-intercepts and y-intercepts we are having. See, equation of a straight line if x-intercepts and y-intercepts are given. X-intercepts means what? See, in the x-axis where this point is intercept at A. So at A distance it is coming. So at x-axis it intercepting at A and y-axis it intercepts at B. Clear? So how can we write now? X by A plus y by B is equal to 1. Clear? In the x-axis it is intercepting at A. In y-axis it is intercepting at B. So in question they are given x-intercept and y-intercept and frame the equation means what formula will you apply? X by A plus y by B equal to 1. Clear? Next one is straight line formula. Okay. So far we have learned about various form of straight line equation. But all the equations should be in one general form. That form is what means ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Clear? In this format only your final answer should be. Whenever they were asking to find the equation of a straight line means in that question the final answer how we have to represent one x-axis, one y-axis, one constant term equal to 0. In that format, one general form only your answer should be. Clear students? These are the formulas we are going to apply in the exercise 5.3. When we do in the problem, you will be very clear about these formulas. Clear? Shall we start now exercise 5.3? Yes, we will see now 5.3. Students, now in part 7, we are going to start the exercise 5.3. This is the first question in exercise 5.3. Now we'll see the question. Find the equation of a straight line passing through the midpoint of a line segment joining the points 1, minus 5, 4, 2 and parallel to x-axis. First subdivision is parallel to x-axis. Second subdivision is parallel to y-axis. See, they were asking equation of a straight line. Okay, I told you equation of a straight line means it should be in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. That form you have to be. But they have given through the midpoint of the line segment joining the points 1, minus 5, 4, 2. Okay, so with this 2 point we are going to apply the midpoint formula and we are going to find the mid value. Clear? So midpoint of the given points 1, minus 5, 4, 2. We know midpoint formula, isn't it? x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. We know which is x1, y1, x2, y2 we know. So you just substitute the value. 4 plus 1 is what? 5 by 2. Minus 5 plus 2 is what? Minus 3 by 2. Okay. Now we have got the mid value. Now next what they have given in the question. And parallel to x-axis first subdivision. Parallel to y-axis is our second subdivision. Okay. In previous before that we have given one formula in tabular form. So in the tabular form parallel to x-axis means what I have told you, y is equal to b. How much distance it has moved from the x-axis, that only this b. Okay, so now you see 5 by 2 minus 3 by 2 is our mid value. So 5 by 2 is our c. Okay, minus 3 by 2 is our b. So, the formula for a parallel to x-axis is what? Y equal to b is our formula. Clear? Y is equal to, what is our b value? Minus 3 by 2. Cross multiply this 2. 2y is equal to minus 3. Take this minus 3 inside. 2y plus 3 equal to 0. Now, we have got an equation of straight line, isn't it? X term is not there, but we are having y term and constant. Clear? The next subdivision is what? Parallel to y-axis. Equation of a line parallel to y-axis is, what is the formula for parallel to y-axis? What in the tabular column what I have written? X is equal to c we have written. So x is equal to, first c is what? 5 by 2. So x is equal to 5 by 2 again cross multiply this 2x is equal to 5. We have to write it in the equation form. So take this equal to 5 before equal. So it will become minus 5. So 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. Clear? This is the equation of the straight line. When equation of the straight line parallel to x-axis is 2y plus 3 equal to 0. When equation of the straight line parallel to y-axis is 2x minus y equal to 0. Clear all of you? This is the y equal to b and x equal to c is what? That is our formula. Next we will see the second question. 5.3, second question we are going to see. The equation of a straight line is 2 into x minus y plus 5 equal to 0. Find its slope, inclination and intercept on the y-axis. Clear? In this question, they were asking three things. What are the values they were asking? First one is slope. Slope means we have to find the value of m. Then inclination means theta angle. We have to find the theta value, and at last intercept on the y-axis. Intercept on the y-axis means constant value we have to find. Here three things we have to find. Now we will start the solution. This is the equation they have given. So equation of a straight line is 2 into x minus y plus 5 equal to 0. The next step, you take this 2 inside. 2 into x is 2x, 2 into y is 2y, plus 5 equal to 0. Can you able to understand here? 2 into x is 2x, 2 into y is 2y. The next step, we are keeping the y one side, remaining all the values we are taking this side. Why we are bringing like this means, we having the one intercept form I have told you, no, y equal to mx plus c form. Okay, what formula is that? Y equal to mx plus c means slope y intercept form. So we are in order to this formula, y only we are having in the left hand side. So for this, to apply this formula, we are keeping the y value only this side, remaining x value and constant value we are taking to the right hand side. Next, only in the left hand side we are having y. So whatever the number you comes before y, you divide with that number each term. Clear? Since here we are having minus 2, you divide minus 2 with each term. The next step. So minus 2y divided by minus 2 equal to minus 2x divided by minus 2 minus 5 divided by minus 2. Clear? So minus minus will get cancelled. Similarly 2 will get cancelled. Remaining we will get y only. Clear? Now this 2 will get cancelled. 2 will get cancelled. Minus into minus it will become plus. So y is equal to 2 get cancelled means 1x plus minus minus it will become plus 5 by 2. Clear? Now you see this is in what form? It is of the form y equal to mx plus c. Clear? In this question first what they were asking? Slope. Slope means m. So compare this equation and this equation. In the place of m what we are having? 1. Therefore slope m is equal to 1. Next what they are asking the question? Inclination. Inclination means what I have told? It is theta. So slope m is equal to tan theta is our formula that we have read in part 1 video itself. Can you able to remember it? Yes. Now slope m value is what? 1. So 1 is equal to tan theta. Clear? When you will get tan theta is 1? When tan 45 degree value is only 1. In the starting of exercise 5.1 I have written one tabular column. If you go through it means you will be able to understand that. Tan 45 degree, by that time only you will get the value as 1. So in the place of theta if you apply 45 degree only we will get 1. So now the value of theta is what? 45 degree. Now we have got two values. What are the two values? We have got slope m equal to 1. We have got the inclination theta equal to 45 degree. The next one we have to find is what? Intercept on the y-axis we have to find. Intercept on the y-axis means you have to consider the final answer. What is a constant term? That is the intercept on the y-axis. Constant c is the intercept on the y-axis. Here in the constant c is what? 5 by 2. Y-intercept is c is equal to 5 by 2. C is nothing but constant. Clear? Able to understand the second question? Very easy. Only you have to think little bit. Okay. Now we'll see the next third question. This is the third question in exercise 5.3. See the question. Find the equation of a line whose inclination is 30 degree and making an intercept minus 3 on the y-axis. What they were given in the question? They are given inclination is 30 degree, which means what? Theta is 30 degree they have given, and making an intercept minus 3 they have given. Intercepts minus 3 on the y-axis they have given. Same as like the second question. Intercept on the y-axis means what we have to take? C is equal to minus 3 we have to take. They have given two values in the question. One is theta equal to 30 degree and the another one is c equal to minus 3 they have given. And what they were asking us to find the equation of a straight line. We have to find the equation of a line we have to find. So equation of the line means it should be in what form? General form. What is the general form of equation of straight line? Ax plus by plus c equal to 0, which means what? One x term, one y term, one constant term should have to be in the final answer of the question. Clear? Now we'll start the solution. Angle of inclination theta equal to 30 degree they have given. From this, if what I told you in part 1 itself, video itself, if they are given theta value, immediately you have to think about slope m is equal to tan theta. So, instead of theta, they have given 30 degree. In the tabular column, if you see tan 30 degree value is what? 1 by root 3. Now, we have got slope m is equal to 1 by root 3 value we have got. Next, what they have given in the question? Intercept minus 3 on the y-axis they have given. So, which means what? C is equal to minus 3. So, y-intercepts means C is equal to minus 3. So, equation of a straight line, that only they were asking, isn't it? So, y equal to mx plus c is the equation of a straight line. So, y is equal to m value is 1 by root 3x, c value is what? Minus 3. Clear? So, next step if you see 1x plus into minus is minus 3. This 3 root 3 is getting going cross multiplication. Root 3 goes cross multiply. 1x minus 3 root 3 we will get divided by root 3. Next step, this root 3 is again doing cross multiplication. We are doing, so root 3 into y is equal to 1x minus 3 root 3. Then I have told you the general form of the equation of the straight line is one x term, one y term, one constant should be in that form only we have to write. So see here 1x, then constant term is there. So in between you have to get y term. So this y term is coming this side. So 1x minus root 3y, then this we are writing as such. 3 root 3 equal to 0. Clear? They were asked in the question, find the equation of a line. This is the equation of a line. Clear the third question? Next we will see the fourth question. The fourth question in exercise 5.3. See the question now. Find the slope and y-intercept. They were asking us to find the two. One is slope. Slope means m value we have to find, and the another one is y-intercepts. Y-intercepts means what? C equal to that value we have to find. Constant value we have to find. Clear? And they are given one equation. With this equation we have to find the slope m and y-intercept c. Clear? First we'll go for the solution now. Equation of the line. Root 3x plus 1 minus root 3 into y equal to 3. This is our question. So I have told you before itself in second problem, whenever they have given equation and they were asking us to find the slope or intercept means in what formula you have to use? Y equal to mx plus c form. See there in blue marker box, no? Y equal to mx plus c. That format you have to bring. So first you see here the y term we are having. So remaining all the terms you take to that side. Okay, remaining is only one term we are having x term. Take this x term to that side. It become minus root 3x. Clear all of you? It has become minus root 3. Root 3 is only root is for only 3. Here the next step, before y, whatever the values you are having, that value you are going to divide on each term. The same model we did in a second problem also. So 1 minus root 3 y divided by 1 minus root 3 equal to 3 divided by 1 minus root 3 minus root 3 x divided by 1 minus root 3. Clear? Now this 1 minus root 3, 1 minus root 3 will get cancelled. Students, why we are doing like this? Only then we can bring it in y equal to mx plus c form. Okay, in the left hand side we have to have only y. So whatever the values we are having before y, that value you are going to divide in each term. Clear now? So now it is both get cancelled. Now we are having the left hand side only y. So y equal to 3 by 1 minus root 3 minus root 3 divided by 1 minus root 3 x. Next step, how we are going to proceed is, we have to conjugate method. Conjugate means what? Whatever the term we are having in the denominator, suppose here minus means when to conjugate it will become opposite side. It will become positive. Okay, so 3 divided by 1 minus root 3 means conjugate means the same thing you have to multiply but in opposite side. Minus means plus we are doing. Suppose here plus means we will multiply with minus. Here that is the conjugate, but here we are having minus, so we are multiplying with plus both numerator and denominator. 3 divided by 1 minus root 3 into 1 minus root 3 means 1 plus root 3 you have to multiply and same number you have to divide. That is the conjugate. Clear? Next, for this we have done the conjugate. For this also we have to do the conjugate. Root 3x divided by 1 minus root 3 into 1 plus root 3 divided by 1 plus root 3. We are doing the conjugate. After doing the conjugate, what we are going to do is see the denominator. In what form it looks like? A minus b, a plus b, isn't it? See here, a minus b, a plus b we are having in the denominator. So a minus b, a plus b means what formula? A square minus b square. That formula we are going to write now. See, numerator we are multiplying as such. 3 into 1 plus root 3 divided by a minus a is what? 1. 1 the whole square minus root 3 the whole square. Minus here root 3x into 1 plus root 3 we are writing as such, divided by again here a minus b, a plus b form we are having. So we can write a square minus b the whole square. A means 1 the whole square minus root 3 the whole square. The next step, if you see 3 1 plus root 3 divided by 1 square is 1. Root 3 the whole square is what? The square and square root will get cancelled. We will get minus 3. Clear? Similarly, minus root 3x, 1 plus root 3 divided by 1 minus root the square and square root will get cancelled, minus 3. Clear? The next step, if you see here 1 minus 3, what answer you will get? Minus 2 we will get. Similarly, here also minus 2 we will get. See here, if you are getting minus 2, here already one minus. So minus minus it will become positive, isn't it? Here 1 minus 3 means you will get minus 2. So here minus to denominator 1 minus, middle 1 minus. So it will both will become positive. So root 3x 1 plus root 3 divided by 2. Here minus, in between minus. Why we are writing minus? Because first we are writing the x term, because this x term now had become positive. So we are writing this x term first, then only we are writing this constant term. Constant means we don't have any variable. Variable means what? X, y, z. These are the variables, we are not having anything here. So this is what? Constant. So here 1 minus 3 is what? Minus 2. So denominator we will have 1 minus, no. That minus we have written in the middle. Clear? 3 plus this full term we are writing here. Clear? So now it is of the form. Now it has become in what form? Y equal to mx. X term we are having mx plus cv form it is looks like, isn't it? So in the place of m, leave this x alone. In the place of m, what are the values we are having? root 3, 1 plus root 3 divided by 2. Here in the place of c, what value we are having? 3, 1 plus root 3 divided by 2. Clear? Minus, this minus also you have to include, because in formula we are having plus c, but if you see the c value we are having minus. So from minus you have to write the c value. Clear, students? Clear all of you? From this, when the question they were asking slope, we have got slope, and y-intercept c also we have got. This fourth question is over. Next we'll see the fifth question. Clear all of you? When you are writing, clearly write this answer in your classroom. In exercise 5.3, next we are going to see the fifth question. Find the value of a if the line through minus 2, 3 and 8, 5 is perpendicular to y equal to ax plus 2. Okay, they have given what? 2 point. What is the 2 point? Minus 2, 3 and another point is 8, 5. And this 2 point is perpendicular to the line. What is that line? Y equal to ax plus 2 is that line. So, now perpendicular means we know the formula m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. Isn't it? So, using the first two formula, we are going to find the m1. Next, using this line, we are going to find the m2. Then, perpendicular formula we are going to apply. Here, after applying, we are going to find the value of a. Clear, students? Shall we start the solution now? Slope of the point is m1. The 2 point we are going to solve in 2-point formula, which we learned in exercise 5.2. Isn't it? What is it? y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. You know this is x1, y1, x2, y2. You just substitute 5 minus 3 is 2, 8 plus 2 is 10. If you cancel, we are getting m1 value is 1 by 5. Next, this is the line, isn't it? Next, with this, we are going to find the m2 value. Slope of the line is m2. What is that line? Y equal to ax plus 2. Now, if you observe this line, it looks like what form? Y equal to mx plus c form. Isn't it? So, in the place of m, what we are having here? A. Clear? Therefore, slope m2, because already we have mentioned here m1. So, we are going to consider this as m2. Clear? In the place of m, we are having a. So, slope of m2 is equal to a. Clear? In the question they are given the lines are perpendicular, they are given. So, perpendicular means formula is m1 into m2 equal to minus 1. m1 value we are having 1 by 5. m2 value we are having a. So, substitute equal to minus 1. a into 1 is a divided by 5 equal to minus 1. The next step this 5 is we are doing cross multiplication. So, a is equal to minus 1 into 5. Minus 1 into 5 is what? A equal to minus 5. Therefore, the value of a is what? The value of a is what? Minus 5. Clear all of you this question? Using the first 2 points, we are going to find the m1, and with this line, we are going to find the m2. Clear? Then we are going to use the perpendicular formula. Clear all of you? Next, we will see the 6th question. In exercise 5.3, next we are going to see the 6th question. The hill is in the form of a right triangle as its foot at 19, 3. See, the hill is in the form of right triangle. I have drawn a right triangle. This is the hill. Okay, you all know what is hill, isn't it? This is the form of a right triangle as its foot. Foot means here we are having foot. The point we have given 19, 3. The inclination of the hill to the ground is, the inclination means angle from the ground to the foot, from ground, the inclination of the hill to the ground is 45 degree. So, the angle is 45 degree. Find the equation of the hill joining the foot and the top. Here only foot, here top. So, this is the joining, this equation we have to find. This straight line equation we have to find. Here all of you the question. The hill is in the form of a right triangle. The foot point we have given 19, 3 and it makes angle 45 degree and it joining the one line. So which is joining foot and the top. So that equation of the straight line we have to find in this question. Clear? So now first what they have given, angle of inclination theta is equal to 45 degree they have given. I have told you many times, if they given angle, immediately you have to think slope m is equal to tan theta. M equal to tan 45 degree. According to your tablet column, m is equal to tan 45 degree value is 1. So m is equal to 1. Next, now we have got one slope, 1 point. I have told you in part 7 starting introduction, 1.1 slope means, what is the formula? Equation of a line. What is the formula? Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. 1.1 slope if they are given, we are going to apply this formula. Clear? Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Y minus, this is our x1, this is our y1. If you need, I can write in the top. You also can write in the pencil. We know x1 value and y1 value, just substitute. Y minus y1 is 3 is equal to m value 1, x minus x1 value is 19. So y minus 3 is equal to 1 into x minus 19 is what? X minus 19. So I have told you many times, in equation of the straight line, in what format you are going to write? X term, y term, at last constant. Clear? So x minus 19 I am keeping as such. I am taking this y minus 3 this side. It will become minus y plus 3 equal to 0. Isn't it? So first I am writing x term, then after y term, minus 19 plus 3, answer is minus 16 is equal to 0. This is the equation of the straight line joining foot and the top of the hill. Clear, students? Next we will see the 7th question. In exercise 5.3, next we are going to see the 7th question. In the 7th question, you are having two subdivision. First subdivision I am doing. Second subdivision you are going to do as homework. See the first question, first subdivision in 7th. Find the equation of a line through the pairs of point. They have given 2 points and they were asking to frame the equation of a line. So for that, what formula is? Y minus y1 divided by y2 minus y1 equal to x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x1. x1, this is our y1, x2 and that is our y2. We are going to just substitute the value. Okay, for x and y we don't have any value, so you keep for y as such and for x also as such. Clear? Here both numerator and denominator we are having. So if no denominator, you consider as 1. Here also numerator and denominator. Here no denominator means consider 1. This side also. Afterwards we are doing the cross multiplication everywhere. Y with 3 into y was 3y. 1 into 2 was 2. Divided by 1 3s are 3. Whole divided by 3 2s are minus 6. 1 2s are 2. Divided by 1 3s are 3. Equal to x minus 2 divided by 1 1s are minus 1. 2 2s are 4. Divided by 2. Clear all of you? Now the next step, if you see this left hand side, we are having both the denominator as minus 3. So we can cancel this divided by 3 and divided by 3. Clear? Now 3y minus 2 divided by minus 6 minus 3 is minus 8 equal to x minus 2 divided by minus 1 minus 4 is minus 5 by 2. Clear? The next step, this again here in denominator one fraction. So this 2 will go up to numerator. It will become reciprocal. So this we are writing as such. This 2 will go up, means 2 into x minus 2 divided by minus 5. Both the left hand side and the right hand side we are having minus. So cancel that minus. After cancelling, we are doing the cross multiplication. 5 into 3y minus 2 is equal to 8 into 2 into x minus 2. Clear? So 5 3s are 15y, 5 2s are 10 is equal to 8 2s are what? 16 x minus 2. Okay, now take this 16 inside. 16x minus 16 into 2 is 32. 15y minus 10 you write as such. Students, I have told you from the first onwards, equation of the line means it should contain x term, y term and constant. In the format only we have to write, isn't it? See, 16x minus 32, I am keeping this side itself. I am going to bring 15y and minus 10 only this side. So I will written 16x. Then next what term has to come? Y term. So y term is coming this side, means it will become minus 15y. Then minus 32 is already this side, so no need to change the sign. So write minus 32. This minus 10 will come this side, it will become plus 10. So 16x, 15y, minus 32 plus 10 is minus 22 equal to 0. Clear? This is the 7th question, first subdivision answer. The same model, second subdivision, not this much complicated. That is very easy. Second subdivision we are going to do as homework. Clear? Similarly, 8th question also we are going to do as homework. With this we are completing the part 7 video. Next you are going to see the homework questions. Next, remaining part 8 video will continue the remaining problems in exercise 5.3. Students, this is a part 7 assignment. You are going to do in exercise 5.3. I have left 7th question, second subdivision and 8th question. Isn't it? The 2 questions you are going to do as homework. When you are starting the 7th question, first you go through the first subdivision fully. Then you can start doing this problem, second subdivision. It is very easy. See, I have written the below what is x1 and what is y1, what is x2 and what is y2. You are going to just substitute in this formula. Clear? After substituting, what you are going to do? You are going to do the cross multiplication and you are going to find the equation of a line at last. Clear? 8th question. A cat is located at a point minus 6, minus 4 in xy plane. A bottle of milk is kept at 5, 11. See the graph I have drawn here. See, in A point the cat is there, in B point the bottle is there. A cat wishes to consume milk traveling through the shortest possible distance. Okay. Find the equation of the path it needed to take its milk. What they are asking? Find the EQ. I have written no. EQ means EQ. This value EQ means equation. Clear? So, in between A to B, this equation we have to find. The cat and the bottle, that straight line equation we have to find in this question. Clear? We'll see the int now. Equation of the shortest path of AB is. A is what? Cat. B is what? Bottle. So, that equation we have to find. For that, what are the 2 points they have given? One A point is minus 6, minus 4. B point is 5, 11. Clear? Now, if 2 point formula and you have to frame the equation means what formula we will apply? Y minus y1 divided by y2 minus y1 equal to x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x1. Clear? This equation, if you substitute this value, you know what is x1, y1, x2, y2. You just substitute and do cross multiplication. At last you will get the equation. That is your answer. Clear? Only 2 problems we are going to do as homework in part 7 video. From 9th question onwards, we will continue in the part 8 video. Thank you, students.